Hi folks, happy 4th of July, and there you go. What am I up to today? I must have needed another project because I found one and brought it home. This is known as an off-road go-kart. I'm not sure the brand name. Here's the tag that comes on it. I don't know, could you guys see that? I guess there's shadows and everything else, but hopefully you could see it. It says it meets emissions for 2007, so let's call it a 2007. I mean, it's got front suspension and rack and pinion steering and plenty of rust. It is a 1, 2, 3 reverse neutral transmission. It's got plenty of flat tires. The motor is 110 cc's. He replaced the carburetor. He says he had it running, but there's like a lot of hacking going on here. If it's not seized or the valves are trashed or anything like that, I think that's doing the I think that tells you what gear you're in. I mean, you know, carburetors. Right, we're not hooked up. Okay, could you guys see that box? I mean, there's supposed to be a lid on that, and this wire's all hacked up and around. Right, that's where the battery's supposed to be. But we got a whole carnival going on here. My portable CDI box, if the engine's any good, that'll fire it up. But you can see tires are on backwards also. I'm not quite sure what the hell happened with that. Well, the back ones are. The front ones look like they're aimed in the right direction. So this was a Craigslist deal. The person on Craigslist bought it. Oh no, the person on Craigslist was given it from a friend who got it from somewhere, and he was going to fix it up and have his niece or nephew or cousin or somebody ride it around, and he didn't do anything with it. And he just said, you know, I got to get rid of this before it gets too much worse. So he wanted $200 for it. And I said, what's your low number? And he's like, I just want to be rid of the piece of crap. So I got it for $100. It's $100. You got to figure throwing away the rest of it. If I get the engine to fire up, semi-auto clutch, 1, 2, 3 in reverse, that's easily worth the $100. Let's say the engine's no good, but I managed to get tubes in the tires or somehow get the tires to hold air so that it's up on the frame. It looks like it'd be pretty easy to smash another engine on here. This is the shifter. It goes there. It doesn't look stripped. Actually, it doesn't look like it's got that many miles on it. Then this thing made the shifter go. I mean, it needs everything. It needs brakes. It mostly looks like it's got rust. The gas tank didn't look half bad on the inside. So what do you guys... Oh, God, the gas stinks. It does have suspension. I think front and back. For $100, I figured it'd be a nice toy. There'll be a series of videos on it. First thing I'm going to do is try to get the engine started. And depending on what I see there, this is only 70 cc's. It's automatic, CVD. Looks like it's sporting about the same gear ratio. give or take a little bit. So I could smash that engine on there, but what I'm going to do is I'm starting out with can I get the engine started? Assuming that the engine fires up, then number 2 is the tranny any good? Can I get the back wheels to turn? Assuming the tranny's good, before I mess with the linkage there or anything like that, then I'm going to try to get air into the tires and take it out for a little ride, figure out if the brakes are any good, if they're dragging, figure out what the story is on that. I'd really like to make it go because I think it'd be fun to ride around, and I think with the suspension it won't be quite as abusive to ride as some of them. And generally speaking, I looked it over, it doesn't really, I mean, there are bits and pieces torn off, right? Like this fender is pretty trashed, and that one, though not as trashed, it's faded. But I'm looking at it, I'm thinking if I clean it up and paint it, right, like the front there, it's not all smashed to hell. The suspension doesn't look smashed to hell. That tire is completely off the rim, so it makes it look like a little. But it really doesn't look all bent up. I mean, the roll cage is not bent. The symmetry all looks good. In the back, the symmetry really looks pretty good. Once again, the tires are off the rims. But I think if this might be worth the trouble to spend a few bucks on making it run and having it as a fun machine. I can imagine, particularly in the snow, you get 2 inches of snow, not much more than that, but just rip snorting it around in the snow, it has to be a blast, especially with that transmission. You come up to a turn and you hold the lever, which kind of disengages the automatic clutch, gun it up, drop it into a lower gear, spin the front wheel around, send it into a donut and a spin. I gotta imagine that thing would be a hoot to dance with. I did take a look on the internet to see what it is, and mostly I found the cheaper ones I found look like they have the automatic in it. I didn't find too many 110cc ones. I didn't find too many. That's who made the engine, by the way. What is that? Roketa. 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 I didn't find too many with the 3-speed transmission. I found a bunch of them 110cc's with an automatic. I really didn't find that, or I found bigger ones, but I was kind of looking at stuff that was new. That this thing obviously is 7-8 years old now, 9 years old, so it's not a baby. Looks like it was left out for all 9 years too. So I don't know if anybody has one. I know Bill Stanton has something, not exactly that, some basic similar thing. His has the constant velocity automatic transmission in it. He gets 30 out of it. He's got a speedometer on. His winds up to 30. I like the standard transmission with the automatic clutch better. For $100, I figured I'd give it a shot, and I was able to. With my current budget, spending $100 occasionally is not too troublesome. Spending $300, $400, $500, that's got to be a much rarer event. I don't have the money to throw around like I used to, but for $100 investment, it's not bad. What do I need to put into it to get it running? At least 4 tubes. I don't know. Those tubes are small. Maybe they're only $15 each. So I'm going to have $50, $60 worth of tubes. Maybe I could get a tire or two to take slime. Not that slime is all that much cheaper. $5 worth of slime per tire. You know, the carb, hopefully the carb he slam on there, I can make it go. Cables, it needs a shifter cable. I think that's pretty much a standard cable. Call it $10. Maybe a pair of them, $20. I guess I got $100 into it. I'll probably easily put another $100 into it before it runs. Hopefully, once again, the engine is good. If not, I guess I can move this in there just to make it move. So there we are. Anyway, folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up, and please, please get out there and enjoy all your days. Bye now.